Here you go, George. This is the outpost. Are you sure they are actually here? Yes, I heard that there is a helicopter signal nearby, so this must be the place. Alright, we better get moving, so let's go. Okay. Hey, King Piggy, look, a baby! Aw, look at him, he's so cute! He's a threat! Wait, what? He may look cute at the start, but something seems suspicious about him. Where did he come from?
Holy macaroni! He turned infected! What? How is that even possible?
You know what? Stay behind, George. I'll take care of this.
Come at me, bro! Come at me, bro! Take this! Take this! Come on!
Hey, you stole my crown!
I still don't know why you have another crown, but hey, at least I took it, and now I'm gonna sell it for $1 million!
Oh, that's it! Ah! Wait, King Piggy, stop! I found something that is on top of the outpost! Look! Now, how in tarnation did you even see that?
Don't ask questions.
Okay, then how are we going to see this mysterious creature, George? Actually, while you guys were fighting, I quickly ran to there and saw a random staircase out of nowhere, which lets you actually see it. But it only lasted about 10 seconds. How'd you even get there that fast?
Like I said, don't even ask questions.
Alright. Okay, fine. Let's just go see the mysterious creature before you see your friends, okay? Deal! Oh wow, you're right. There is a mysterious figure right here. I know, isn't it crazy? And also, if you really look at it, kind of looks like Bunny. Oh, you mean that part where chapter 7 where she drank the potion and now she's gonna turn into infected? Oh, I wonder where she is now. I mean, she's right here, but is she dead or oofed? You know, I actually don't know at this point, but it looks like a shadow figure or it is either a ghost, because when we're really close up right now, it looks like a ghost, but in far away, it looks like a shadow. I have a feeling we're thinking too much here. Yeah, we already broke so many fourth walls. Yeah, I think you should go meet your friends right now. So long, George Pig. Also, make sure to be careful not to get oofed by military or any kind of baby piggy that's in there. I'm just gonna oof now. Bye-bye. Get them away from me. You hurt them! Now I am going to hurt you. Oh, you wanna go? You wanna go? Oh, no! Wait, where am I? Do you know what it takes to defeat me? Pathetic. I was only trying to help your family. Mr. P, I didn't want to do this, but I have to. You hurt my family in either way, and now I am going to defeat you!
You're trash. Come on. You're gonna suck by this. You suck so much. Why do you keep doing this, George Piggy? This was just a misunderstanding.
In that case...
Instead, we're going to cook some food.
Wait. Where'd you get that chef hat? And that mustache? And where'd you get that giant spatula? And what are we even doing in Piggy's kitchen? So what are we going to make today is going to be my favorite recipe. Mashed potatoes. What?
So first step is, since you're a potato, George, I gotta cut you.
Good news, guys. I brought some mashed potatoes. Ooh, mashed potatoes. Gimme. Wow, those are actually some good looking mashed potatoes. Yeah, but where'd you get those mashed potatoes, George Piggy? Are you a cook? Well, technically, yes, I can cook. But what happened was, I oofed Mr. P into pieces and cooked him into mashed potatoes. So what you see right here are the remains of Mr. P. But...
Like I said, don't even ask questions.
Hi, Mousy. Wait, what are you doing? No. I feel so much better with these legs.
Boy.
So guys, if we're gonna bring everyone back to normal, then how are we gonna make a cure? What I'm thinking is, maybe the cure is food. Maybe these mashed potatoes are the cure.
No, that turned us into a potato one time. We're not doing that again.
That's not happening. Alright, whatever you say so. So what else do you think the cure is?
Guys, I just found something awesome that I didn't even know in the first place!
Ooh, what is it, PghLFilms? Is it a cure? No, it is not a cure. Quick question, do you guys know Iron Man? What's an Iron Man? What year does Piggy take place? Anyway, you may not know what Iron Man is, but do you guys see this glowy circle on my hand?
Yeah? What is it?
It is called Repulsor. It blasts power out of my hand. Oh, cool, I never heard of Repulsor before. But why are you telling us this? You know what? I want to give you an example. Follow me! I guess we're going then. Alright, let's go. I'll meet you guys when you get there. What? Okay then. Alright, let's see here. So where do you think you're gonna show this suit thing that you were talking about? The city? No, not a good place. No, not the mall. I already recorded Mousy stole Robbie's legs here. No, not this place. PghLFilms, I kinda feel weird. What is this game? Yeah, me too. The question is, why did my pupils shrink? Oh no, what happened to them? It looks like you were shocked. So guys, we're at a different RP game. He makes accurate morphs of you guys, but slightly different. Also, Metro is not available in Roblox Studio for some reason. Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. But what's RP and what are you talking about morphs? Wait, is that Bunny? Oh no, she turned infected! What happened to her? Okay, it's a long story, but moving on. Nope, and nope. Ah yes, this is the place. Piggy's family house? Why here? Hey guys, sorry I'm late. How on earth did you get here? We are literally miles away from the safe house.
Don't ask questions.
Please stop saying that. We're using that line too much now. Okay, let's meet Piggy. Look, PghLFilms, the door's already open. Oh, hello, PghLFilms. We meet again. Wait. Oh, I feel so much better! This is what I should have looked like in the first place! Well, you were created during Destroy Memory because reasons. But hello, Penny, the girl who got me unconscious from a bat. Yeah, good times. Do you mind if I want to do it again? I would happily love to! But that's not why I'm here. I have a surprise for you. Just turn around and close your eyes, and I'll tell you when to open them. Okay, well, I don't see what's the problem with the— Holy macaroni! You just flung Penny across the house with your laser hand thingy! I know! It's cool, right? Like, for example, I just blew a hole in their wall! Look, that was awesome! But isn't that breaking someone's property? And also, I thought the infected don't talk! Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Nothing. She deserves it. Before I met you guys, I went to investigate a missing person who was George Piggy. Then Penny showed up and hit me in the head with her bat. Good point. Yeah, I guess that's true. Well, you can't do that. That's not fair. Oh, that's it. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna have some more fun with this suit. Come on, get back here. I believe get back here. Get back here. Oh wait! Oh no! 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 You can't catch me! You can't catch me! No, you are the saltiest person I've ever met. No! Not today! No! Get back here! I need to hit you. Oh yeah! I almost forgot. Whoa! Wow! That did a lot more damage than I thought it would be. What? You can't do that in Piggy! That's not allowed! Back here! I can't see the chainsaw. I'm slower than you. No. Come on! Darn! I need a board to get to the other side, but I'm a Piggy and I can't pick up items! What are you, some kind of hacker? What do you think he is doing up there? Looks like Penny is jumping up and down because there's no board place, so she can't get to PghLFilms. Woohoo! Woo! That was fun! That was some sweet revenge right there! Oh, yeah! Yeah, it was awesome that you have this kind of stuff, but I think you're having a little too much fun, buddy. Honey's right. I have a feeling you're taking this a little too far. We're going to make a cure soon to eventually turn everyone back to normal. Okay then, well, I guess I'll stop now. Wait a minute! Oh, I have one more thing! That's it. Get out. Get out of my house now. I don't want you guys being here anymore. Breaking my house. Just get out. It can't be. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm not using my Iron Man suit in the next Piggy game. Holy macaroni! He turned infected! What? How is that even possible? You know what? Stay behind, George. I'll take care of this.
Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Take this. Take this.
Where am I? Well, wait. Bunny? Is that you? Shh. Don't tell anyone I'm a ghost. Okay, George? No! Alright, that shall do it. I gotta tell him this. Hey, King Piggy, stop! I found something that is on top of the outpost! Look! Now, how in tarnation did you even see that?
Don't ask questions.
Instead, we're going to cook some food.
Wait. Where'd you get that chef hat? And that mustache? And where'd you get that giant spatula? And what are we even doing in Piggy's kitchen? What? Okay then. Oh, this is it. Alright, let's see here. Piggy's family house. Why here? Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Okay. Yummy. Oh, that must be them. Now's my time. Piggy's family house? Why here? Hey guys, sorry I'm late. How on earth did you get here? We are literally miles away from the safe house.
Don't ask questions.
Please stop saying that. We're using that line too much now. My goodness, PghLFilms is making a giant ball of disaster. Not even running away won't save us. Wait, then that means we're all gonna oof? No, this can't be. We can't oof like this. Don't worry, guys. By using this teleport trap, we can get to the safe house immediately. Whoa, what? Teleport trap? Whoa! Are we back? Oh. Wow, we're back. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much for saving us, George. Yes, thank you, George. I really appreciate it. You saved our lives. I'm just wondering, what is a teleport trap, and where did you even get that thing? Wait, actually, I have an answer to that. So while I was in my nightmare, I saw Parasy teleported from the teleport trap. Then I walked to it and took the teleport trap and escaped out of the house. When I finally woke up from my nightmare, I remembered that I took the trap from my dreams. So then, I reached into my pocket, and then guess what? I had the teleport trap this whole time. And that is how I got this fancy teleport device. Wow, awesome! Oh yeah, we completely forgot about PghLFilms! No, we forgot about that! Don't worry guys, PghLFilms is okay. Oh wait, so the script here says, you know what, never mind, I'm not using my Iron Man suit in the next Piggy game. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm not using my Iron Man suit in the next Piggy game. So that means he's still alive and totally fine. Okay, how was that? Yes, you got all the lines right, George. Alright, PghLFilms, we are this close to finding these criminals. We just need to find a way how to get through the store. It looks like the store has some sort of 3-number digit code. So maybe we can explore one of the buildings to find the numbers. That way we can finally get through the store. So how's that sound? Good plan? Or I can just use my repulsor to break the door down. Yeah, that's another way to do it. Ah! Whoa! Ah! For the first time in 4 years as a police officer, I've never seen a criminal fail this horribly. Oh, there she goes. Well, looks like we're gonna have to chase her down. You got scissors? Oh, I got the scissors. Nice. Okay then, let's go. Oh man, we forgot to grab the mop. Oh, I have an idea, doggy. If we want to save time, you can just simply walk over the puddle. What? How did you get over there without a mop? It's very easy and simple. Just walk on the puddle and you'll be fine. But don't run on it. Okay then. Oh, that wasn't so bad, right? Alright, let's keep going. So I assume you're going to use your repulsor this time? Actually, no. This time I'm going to use my foot to kick the door down. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to argue with you on this one. Just do your thing. Okay. Okay, I think I'm safe here now. There's no way they can get past this door. Ah! You know, if I didn't have an Iron Man suit at this point, I would just move right here. Well, I'm glad you do. Anyway, did you just assault a detective? Yeah, by accident. I'm sorry. What? What do you think you're doing in my spot? I'm so sorry. Wait, aren't you No, I don't want to hear it. We're not using you anymore. Get out. Okay. Get out! Willow, you are under arrest for stealing food and other supplies from all over the city, and for assaulting a detective. Again, I didn't mean to do that, I'm sorry. Also, I was doing that to feed my family. But Willow, that still counts as assault. You can't do that. Right, PghLFilms? Wait, PghLFilms, where? Oh my god! Time for a little bit of payback! PghLFilms, I don't think this is necessary. She literally shot me in the head. I know, but this is too far. Okay, fine. You know the laws, Willow. You know the rules, what? And so do I. Wait, doggy, where are you? Not again! Well, I think our work here is done. Okay, good, but wasn't singing even necessary? Wasn't bringing that tank even necessary? No. Exactly. Now we're even. Oh, here comes Rash. Let's do it. Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. PghLFilms! PghLFilms, I'm so glad you're okay. Where have you been? Yeah, you were gone for 2 months. What? How long was I gone for? I destroyed Piggy's family house just yesterday. I don't know, but the calendar says it has been 2 months. Oh man, time flies way too fast. But hey, at least you're back. Yeah, I guess that's what matters. Oh, hello, George. Hi, George. What's wrong? You seem out of breath. Hey guys. Alright, let me tell you what happened. So I was playing tag with Z and Zizzy, and I couldn't keep up with them, so I was like, screw it! I'm using my teleport trap! So I teleported right in front of them, and I think I scared them to the point now that they're on the ground, curled up and crying because they've never seen logic. Why did you ever like this before? Oh dear, you did it again. Guys, we have to go help them. Alrighty then, let's go. Wow, that was not planned at all. Yeah, and painful too. You're not the only one here. Oh, sorry, PghLFilms. Sorry. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Oh, guys, we got some infected incoming. Well. Look who finally decided to show up. Okay, first of all, you brought us here, and Mousy, since when did you get new legs? Well, it's a long story. The video is at the top right corner. Okay, I think we're getting a little off topic here. But anyway, we're just here to get some batteries. What do you want from us? Well, you see, the thing is, we already got the batteries for you. Wait, what? And the only way you're going to get it is to go through us. In a Uno match! Yeah! I thought we were going to prepare for... What? Yeah? We can do that. Sure, okay. Alright, Mousy. It's your turn. Go fish! Okay, what? That is not how you play Uno. Hey, don't judge me. That's how I play it. No, what? You don't. You have to put the card on the pile if you have the same number or color. So, basically, it's like blackjack. No! What a beautiful... More? Please? Yes, of course I do know how to play. Hello, Amy. Hello, Jeffy. We got the batteries for you. You have no idea what we've been through. We are never going back there ever again. Agreed. Aha! Look who's back. See, Mimi? I told you they'd be back after noon. A deal's a deal. Great. Now I have to cook for the rest of the week. Okay, seriously, what took so long? Believe it or not, we had to play Uno with the infected in order to get the batteries. And guess what? They were talking. When I heard them for the first time, I thought it wasn't a big deal. But Mousy, she did not know how to play Uno, which made us so frustrated that we lost track of time. Wait, hold on. I thought the infected couldn't talk, Zizzy. Also, you do realize that 9 hours has passed, right?
What?
So you're telling me that we spent 9 hours just to teach an infected how to play Uno? Hey guys, look! This is an anti-filler button. Anti-what? We should meet them. We've been living together for months without seeing our survivor. I don't think this is a good idea. So, what are they talking about? Okay, so they said they're going to the old oak to meet the survivors. I don't trust them. Yeah, me neither. Even Pony's saying this is not a good idea. I feel so bad for him. I know. Even if they go, I still don't blame him. You should go now. Alright, I will. Just wait till PghLFilms presses the anti-filler button. Anti-what? Pony, the ex-member. It's a shame that you left us. You were a very good friend. It's too bad you are nothing to me now. PGH Lego 1945. The officer who took me away from my family. Must have felt good to rip me away from the ones I have cared about. Right? You shot me in the head! You brought in a tank and tried to kill me! I still question to this day how you brought that thing through a door, but I'm not going to question you anymore. And who might you be? You are certainly someone I've never seen before. You may not know me, but I know everything about you and your sick crew. Ah, is that so? I suppose Pony told you a lot about us, didn't he, sweetheart? That was one of his many flaws. He can never keep his mouth shut. What to do? Oh, I know. Take the zebra with us. Leave the two to rot. No! Leave her alone! Whoa! Hold your horses. I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm just taking her— Ow! Am I a joke to
Pony,
you?
what was
Don't
that
you
for?
ever talk to me like that again. Oh, Pony, no! Willow, what was that for? Come on, guys. Let's go. Don't even think about it. You just called him a horse. I don't want to hear it. Final warning. You follow us. What? What? Wait, Pony's alive? Oh! What just happened? Congratulations, Pony. You've gone viral by slapping a wolf's face. Wait, what? What are you talking about? This is so meta. Cool? But, anyway, they're the Silver Paw. When the infection broke out, I needed to find a group. Okay, Pony. I understand what you mean. But this scene is taking too long, and I don't want this to be filler. So let's not waste any time and save Zizzy. Okay. Let's go save her. Get in. Wait, I thought you were gonna ask me questions. Well, guess what? I lied. What? And don't worry if you get lonely in here. He'll keep you company. Company? What? Shoot. So let's be careful, PghLFilms, because they must have guards everywhere. Now, where do you think you boys are going? Wait. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm not using my Iron Man suit in the next Piggy game. Oh yeah, I forgot. First off, Pony, how are you still alive? I thought you were dead. You know, that's actually a very good question. I don't know. I have an answer to that. Lazy writing. Okay, you know what? I don't even care. I gave you guys a chance to run away and never come back. But it looks like you've now fallen into my traps, so I don't think I'm gonna spare you this time. Wait, what? Whoa, what was that? Wow, what an impact. There you go, guys. That's the title of this video. What a waste of a good character. Okay, we're not going to end the video there. We still got a lot more to go. You're talking to the audience again, aren't you? Yep. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so our task is to save Zizzy. But there may be an imposter among us! Now you're making an Among Us reference, aren't you? Yes, I am. I mean, even if you are, all the guards are the imposters and we're the only 2 crewmates. Don't worry, you'll understand when we get there. So, what do you need, Pony? Well, what I mainly need is carrots so I can have enough energy in case we encounter someone. Oh my goodness, what is that? Why is the guard's light to be so bright? PghLFilms, use your suit thingy to take him out. Are you kidding? My suit would destroy an entire building. Look, if you use your suit again, I'll ask Zizzy to make you some cookies. It's a deal. A deal it is. Got any carrots? I could easily get into this vent and make a distraction with one. That's a little sus there, Pony. Okay, can you please stop? You said it yourself. We're not wasting any time. Okay, I'm kidding. I'll get the carrots right now. That's what I thought. Okay, this is starting to get filler. How is she not spotting me yet? Okay, Pony, I got the carrot. Nice, thanks. Emergency meeting! Alright guys, so I just found out that Pony is the imposter! Yeah, I thought he was dead too, but guess what? He was with this guy! Yes, it's true, I was with him. But no! Tiger is the imposter! He was chasing us for the whole time while we were finding a carrot! Wait, no, he's lying! Think about it. If I were the imposter, why would I press the emergency meeting button if I already killed someone? Because you are one! You, sir, are liar, pants for hire! Who votes for Tigry? Vote. Wait, guys, no! You don't know Tigry anymore! Okay, that's just ridiculous. Oh, so Tigry wasn't the imposter, guys.
It might be.
Wait. You were the imposter all along! Wait, what? Get him! Wait, no, I'm not the imposter! Oh! Where on earth did you even come from?
Don't ask questions.
How does that thing even work? Nice dramatic entrance, George. Thank you. Oh yeah, just to tell you, I used your car to run over that meanie that was trying to oof you guys. Wait, that was you? Yes. You know what? I'm not gonna even be mad at you because that was the only way to get her out of our sight. I'm just wondering, why can't you use your teleport trap to teleport to Zizzy and bring her here? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys this. I can only use this trap to teleport to rooms, hallways, but not small rooms. They're impossible to teleport into. Okay, you're just trying to make an excuse at this point. Yeah, I couldn't think of a better excuse than that. What? Actually, I take that back. They might attack us when we save Zizzy. Stop! Look, you won. You've caught us. But, before you take us away, there's one more thing I want to say to all of you. I hope you enjoy being paralyzed. And that was an example of common sense. Ah! Oh, wait. What? Oh, Pony! PghLFilms! It's so nice to see you again! You won't believe the number of times I punched this guy! Zizzy, I'm so relieved to know you're okay. You forgot about me. Oh, sorry, George. I'm glad to see you too. But wait, how did you get here? Oh yeah. We should probably get out of here. They'll find out that something went wrong here sooner or later. You're right. We should definitely get out of here. Come on, Zizzy. Hang on. I think I may have pulled a muscle. Oh no. That's not from an infected, is it? You three need to leave. We're not going anywhere without you. We can get you help. What help, Pony? We'll find a cure. We could save you. If there was a cure, we wouldn't even be here, Pony. You don't want to see me turn into one of them. So go. I'll create a distraction and sabotage as much as I can while you escape. Yeah, about that. We already took down the guards. Oh. Might as well just stick around in this place before I meet my fate. Zizzy. Take care, Zizzy. Good luck, you three. I'll miss you. Hey! What? I can already feel the backside of the Piggy community coming for us. Oh my god. Me too. What was that noise? Oh my gosh! Oh my. Are you okay? This place is not safe here anymore. Go! Oh, my head. Come on, wake up already, PghLFilms. We need to get out of here. Ow, my head. What's going on? No. Take that off right now. That is cursed. Oh, it looks like my face has been deformed. I'll be right back. Are you happy now? You gotta be kidding me. Ugh, now what? I can literally see your rig outside the door. Yeah, that's because you're lazy at off-screen animating. Just get rid of the rig. Fine. PghLFilms, did you hear that? Yeah, I heard a loud boom sound. It sounded like a rocket missile. You were not supposed to do that yet. You didn't ask. Good point. So, should we take the stairs? No! I got hit by a missile at that point! I'm not going out there again! Let's use the elevator instead. But isn't that dangerous? Kevin McLeod music. Kevin McLeod music. Okay, PghLFilms. Take these. Thank you. I'll go get the rest. Got it. Thanks for rescuing me. Now I just need my blowtorch to Don't move! What? PghLFilms! I owe you a cookie sometime. Yeah, later. Don't move! What? I don't care. I just don't care anymore. So this is what's been causing all this ruckus. Oh, wow, look at me. I'm such a weak missile. Were you messing around? I know I was! Okay guys, let's not argue. We are very close to escaping. All I need is my blowtorch. Oh shoot, I forgot to grab it! Oh noes! I mean, you can go back upstairs and get it, right? No, I am not going back up there again! Exactly. Then, what are we gonna do now? Maybe the people watching should like and subscribe and see what's going to happen- Okay, that's a stupid joke. No, that's not funny. Don't ever say that again. Alright, I had enough of this. Oh no. Rise and shine. Looks like we managed to get you out of bed. Is there a car? I do not want another car in my face again. That's a nice outfit you got there. Who are you supposed to be now? A pillow Willow? Wait, pillow Willow?
Get it?
Oh, I get it. Shut up. Just shut up. I've even told that some of you caused a stir at one of our outposts. How could you do this to us, Willow? You're destroying the home of many innocent people. And you really think you couldn't do the same? How cute. The refinery was the home of many people, Pony. You, the Iron Man guy, and that zebra have caused many relocations. We couldn't afford to feed them all in one place. Don't make me bring that car. And I'll make sure you won't. By the way, how can you manage to drive at such a young age? What are you, grown-up midget? Okay, now you've gone too far, you stuffed animal! How about I tear your pillows into pieces? How's that? Oh, you want to fight is what you're saying. I have a gun that can yeet you out of existence! Alright, break it up, please. Continue the dialogue. And you know what? I will. Take them with us. We'll keep them all in one place where we can control what they do. You can't do this to us! We haven't done anything! And we'll make sure it stays that way. Screw it. Whoa! Did you really think you could get away with it this time? I didn't think so. You'll be staying there until you either cooperate or wear out. I'll be looking forward to talking to you soon. And kid, this is karma for running me over. No! You're gonna pay for this, Willow! When I get out of this cell, it won't be pretty! Yeah, right. Pony, we owe you an apology. What for? We shouldn't have met with the group. You were right to be suspicious about it. You were wrong. We're sorry. I forgive you. Now, we just need to get out of here somehow. Guys, I got it! Pony, do you remember the time that I told you a story of how I got the teleport trap? Yeah, what is it? So, I need one of you guys to knock me out. That way I can go back to my nightmare and recollect another trap. George, that sounds like a great idea. But how would that even work? I don't know, it just popped up in my head all of a sudden. So why is George knocked out again? So he can recollect his teleport trap in his nightmare. I'm so confused. This is taking longer than I expected. Oh! What? Heyo! Quick! We need one of you guys to come down here and help us get the cell door open. Wait, what? Where'd the sewer lid go? Okay, that came out of nowhere! Also, what happened to George? Why does he look like that? Oh, I can't believe I have to explain this 3 times now. Okay, long story short. I wasn't even finished explaining yet! At least I'm here now. Okay, Parasy should be showing up any time now. There it is, in all its glory. I'm so confused. Me too. Perhaps I'll go. Okay, the rest of you should stay here so no guard gets suspicious. Then, what are we gonna do if a guard sees George like this? Oh, I got one. Just say he's doing a magic trick. I just hope they make it out alive. I'm sure they will, Pony. What was that for, guys? There's no time. I know someone will notice one person missing if we take too long. Yeah, good point. Let's get this over with. What's he doing over there? Oh, he's doing a magic trick. That's what he's doing. What is it called? It's called levitation. Ah, nice. As a performer, I gotta say I'm impressed. Also, wasn't there supposed to be another person with you guys? No, what are you not at all. About? Okay, you guys have a good day then. That was a close one. I'm surprised that he forgot there was another person with us. Come on, George. Where are you? I forgot I can't crawl. Ah! You know what? There goes my last one. You go on ahead, PghLFilms. Z and I need to go back to a safe place and get some things. Good luck stopping Willow. Thank you, you two. Stay safe out there and meet me outside this place when you're back. Hold on a second, what? This doesn't even go anywhere! Come on, everyone, let's go! Where are Z and Zizzy? They'll meet us outside. We need to go now. And he's still not awake, isn't he? Yeah, he's still not awake. Among Us is dying anyways. What's the point? Useless tiger. Looks like I'm gonna have to deal with them myself. I already shot someone with this. Why not do it again? This one's for you, William. Wait, what? No! Did I just hear the secret ending? Look who finally decided to wake up. Oh, now you're gonna talk to me like you haven't talked for the past 59 minutes? Also, where am I? This is not my usual spawn point. So I was thinking about this. We've been doing the same thing over and over for an hour straight. So maybe, instead of putting you back to the bunk bed, I decide to put you in the cell. That way, you will never get out. Wait, you can't do that! This is my nightmare! I created this! Did you really, though? Good luck getting out of here. Wait, you can't do this to me! My friends need my help! I can't believe this is happening for the second time! Get him out of here. Do what you can for him. But what about George? He'll stay with me. I'm tired of running, Willow. Let's settle this. With pleasure. Let's dance, darling.
3, 2, 1, go!
Whoa! What? How did we switch No! 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 I'm not doing this! This is too hard! Whoa, 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 what just happened? Where are Mimi and Giraffe? Okay, so I never expected the cutscene to start like this, so this is what I have to deal with now. This is a lazy transition. So, I guess it's us now, huh? Tell you what, to make things easier for you, I'll give you a head start. Pony, go. I can handle this. Actually, no, I think I'd rather start this now. Oh, you want to start things the hard way, don't you? Okay. What was that? Oh no. Filler.
Yeah, what's up, baby mamas? It's PghLFilms here in our PghLFilms live stream.
Good lord, what happened to your voice?
No, what are you talking about? This is my voice.
No, it's not. This looks like a YouTuber who shakes their camera every time someone's talking.
Yep, that makes sense. I'll just keep pressing this anti-filler button and see if everything can go back to normal.
What? Oh, great. Lower graphics? I must have done something wrong. Well, at least it's much better than being fat. Oh my god, your eyelids! I can't do the voice anymore. What are you talking about? We all play... Okay, what happened to my voice? Your eyelids are literally spheres. They just clipped your eyes to make it look like blink... No! What? I am pressing this button right now. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of... Animating your comments! What is happening? Make Z and Zizzy come with face masks and say they don't want the Willow virus when questioned. Wait, who are you? And why are you wearing masks? These are Zizzy's wait, hold on, why are you guys wearing masks? It's because we don't want to get the Willow virus. Willow virus? I don't remember a name called Willow virus. She's toxic! PghLFilms accidentally walks into a classroom with Mari, Ray, Skelly, and Mr. Stitchy inside. Oh, come on, stop this! You're not a teacher! This is my Mari video, isn't it? Willow's pillow falls off her head and she starts crying. Wait, what? No! No! My pillow! It fell off my head! You are one big crybaby, aren't you? Wow! Piggy characters sing Chug Jug with you. But we're the same voice actor, so how's... We gotta... Number one, we can do you! Yeah, Fortnite, we bound to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just what is happening? Oh, thank goodness, we're finally back to normal. I kinda like being fat. No, that sucked. I'm not going back there again. Now, where were we? done playing games. What? This never happened before? You're too powerful. So I thought maybe I could take you down with more unrealistic physics. This is bad story writing. Where do you keep getting this from? Oh wait, I'm the one responsible for doing it. No! I heard a pew-pew gun! I've got to get out of here! Get me out of this cell right now! Wait. Huh. Hey, you can't do that, that's cheating! Neither should you be talking, so we're even. What? Penny, walk away. Walk away right now! I'm on a time crunch and my friends need help! Wait, what are you holding? Is that Miss Cheeving's bat? Huh. Oh no, I completely forgot about that. I gotta grab this thing. Okay. What? Looking for this? Well, you know what they say, finders keepers. Big man, suit of armor. Take that off, what are you? Are you seriously referencing Avengers at this point? Famous Robloxian YouTuber who makes videos every day. Pathetic! Making videos for a living? You're literally in one right now! Well, like I said, I don't care. What? How'd you get in our thingamajig? I thought I already broke yours. Should I really say it? I don't know, this joke is getting overrated. I might as well take a look at the live chat and see what you guys think. What are you doing? Wait. I'm looking at the chat right now. Okay, you asked for it. Rule number 1.
Don't ask questions.
Hey! Oh, what happened to your suit? Willow shot me multiple times. You're not the only one here. Also, I saved a few TSP members, but not all of them. Could you mind helping me out? Sure, I'll help you out for a bit. Thanks! My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Ah! Don't hurt me! We're not. Oh, thank you. Alright, you know what to do? I'll go help George. Hey George, pass me that tree! What? Hey look Willow, it's your own kind! Remember when I said it wouldn't look pretty? No! Can't forget that one time where I scared you with a door! Why would you say that? Here, have some mashed potatoes to the face! Doggy would have been proud if he saw this! I almost oofed to this because of you. Give that pole to me, Daddy! Why? Why would you say that? This is family-friendly content. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm the one who voice-lined it! George, do your thing. Enough! Whoa, you okay? Willow, stop! They saved our lives! And yet, they destroyed mine! I got so much brain damage, I probably lowered my IQ a lot! BJ's like a 1 for 5. Look out! Wait, Who are you? These are Zizzy's sisters. You took their older sister away from them. She had sisters?
I had no idea. I'm sorry.
Draffy's gonna be okay, but he should stay here for a bit. He needs rest. We'll take care of him. It's our way of saying thanks. But how can we trust you? Today, you showed us that we need to work together as survivors. Otherwise, we might as well be infected. They have the supplies here as well. I'll be safe here with them. I promise. I can save her. Now, why would we believe you? The military moved up north to work on a cure. I've heard this through radio broadcasts. How come we've never been told of this? I hid it from you because I vowed to find my brother William first. If he was infected, I'd cure him. If he wasn't, we'd find safety. I realize now that no matter what, he's gone. And now the zebra needs it. For her sisters. I don't want them to feel the same way as I did. No one should feel that way. How do we know this isn't a trap? What? I had to wear something! I'll go with you personally. If I put you into any danger, well, you have my weapon. Do what you have to. Fine, I guess I'll trust you. I swear to God, if you betray us one more time, oh! Sorry about that. I still hate you, though. What? Wow. You know what? Let's set aside our differences and work together for a better future. Did you now learn your lesson after all that karma we gave you? Well, yeah, I sure did! I'm never gonna mess with you guys again. I'm giving you one last chance, Willow. So, we're going to cure Zizzy? Sounds like it. Let's get moving. Do you trust me? I do.